Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
the podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Port... Why do I keep doing that?
That's what you want to call it, apparently.
Well, because we have the Port Charles 411 on Thursdays,
Yes.
and we're recording that today, too, so I think that's where my head is. Welcome to the October 21st through 25th recap of General Hospital. Yay! I made cookies today, and I might have eaten some.
Oh, they were super yummy.
Thank
She
you.
shared. It was very nice of you.
Thank you. I love making cookies. It's such a cold and yucky day.
It is. It is
was
very
perfect cookie
rainy
weather.
and ugh. Every day is cookie weather, though. I would eat cookies in
That
90
is
degree
true.
weather, so.
Yep. So where do we even want to start on this week?
My first note has nothing to do with storyline, but Felicia cut all her hair off.
First thing I put, too!
I know, because that was Monday, and I wasn't, it was like running
Sorry,
in the
that was
background.
really-
That's okay. It was running, like, it just started, and it was like running in the background of just everyday life.
Yep.
And I turned around, and I was like, who? Oh my God!
It's super
So-
cute, but such a shock.
It is.
So as I was doing research for the Halloween episode that we're going to be talking about on Thursday, there were two videos that I found, and one of them was a montage of Frisco and Felicia dressing up.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah.
But the other one was about their hair to the song Hair.
Oh my God.
And it just shows, like, I think it's mostly supposed to be Felicia's hair, but Frisco had some good looking hair too.
Yes.
So it was an entire music video
Wow. I'll have to check
done
that out.
to hair. Let me
I'll
see if
have
I
to
wrote
check
down
that
who
out.
it was. No, I didn't.
I'm sure if you just type
But
that
just
in, it'll bring it
YouTube
right up.
Frisco and Felicia hair. So yeah, that was funny.
Her hair was so pretty though, to cut it that
Maybe
short.
she
like,
donated it.
maybe, and that would be awesome.
Let's pretend that. Wouldn't that have made a great storyline?
But what up? See,
And they should have done wigs for kids. That way they don't get charged, because other organizations charge their quote customers
Yes.
for their wigs based on financial need. And Wigs for Kids does not even ask for it. Guess who I donate to?
Yes, that's awesome.
They don't even ask for financial information.
I didn't know how it all worked, but I knew that they didn't require any money because my one niece had leukemia, and so they didn't end up getting her a wig, even though she lost her hair. But I had looked into it for them for that, and then just pre-planning. Megan has alopecia, and I freaked out whenever she first started losing like spots, and so I wanted to make sure I knew
Oh, yeah.
what I was going to do next if that happened.
Yeah.
So wigs for kids all the way.
Well, good for your niece.
My niece,
She just didn't want one.
she was littler, and so they just didn't feel like they wanted to mess with that.
Good for
Like,
her,
She
though.
didn't seem. She was like 3.
But it didn't bother her.
No, it didn't bother her, and they just didn't want that extra step to like mess with. If she would have been
Right.
school age, I think maybe they would have thought about it.
Yeah.
But they don't realize how the rest of the world looks at them.
Right.
By the time you get to school, people are making fun of you and blah blah blah.
Well, do you know
A
why we
3-year-old's at
donated our
home.
hair?
No.
So when we went to Girl Scout camp, this is a personal story between Amanda and I that you're all going to hear.
It's not even a reality check. Go ahead.
No. Well, so my daughter and I donated our hair in 2013, and I donated, I think, 15 inches, and she donated 12.
Mhm.
So our hair was long.
It was very long.
When we were at Girl Scout camp, and there was a little girl that did not have hair,
Okay.
and she kept asking her, "Where's your hair?" So the little girl was like, "I don't want to talk about it." And my daughter was not understanding the social
Right.
boundaries because that's one of her struggles. And so she and I were talking about it on the way home, and something came up to where she could donate her hair. And she's like, "I'm going to donate it so that," and I still remember the girl's name, but I'm not going to say it
Right.
now, can have hair.
Aww.
And so when we went, and she goes, "I hope that she really likes that." And so she and I donated our hair because of that.
That's
So-
super sweet. No, I had no idea. I knew
That's why.
that you donated it because I remember seeing both of you and being like, oh my gosh, it was a drastic change.
We-
kind of like Felicia. It was so short
Yeah.
from where it had been. It looked adorable, but
Thank you.
it was quite a shock. And you saying that you donated it. So, yeah.
It was fun.
Felicia, then what the heck? You totally
That
missed
would
the
have
whole
made a great
point. That would've.
storyline. Yeah. You can go back and do it.
Very true.
They
Just
can always
mention it
Yeah,
2 weeks from now.
exactly. When someone comments on her hair, she'll be like, oh, I donated to
There
booksforkids.org. This is an unpaid advertisement.
you go. Right.
So are we done with Felicia?
Yeah, I think so. It was just the shock of it all.
Last week we forgot to talk about Laura and Ava's talk. It was really nice. And it kind of like the whole relationship continued this week. I think that there's going to be a really big turning point with Ava, where she is going to actually do what she wanted to do and become a good person.
I'll believe it when I see it.
She's getting closer.
She is getting closer.
She's having a better support system around her that's not letting her slip.
You know what? I would totally believe that, except for we just went through all that crap with Peter where I thought he was going to be a good person and now he's a jerk.
Yeah.
And Ava's had that back and forth transition quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not convinced it's going to stick just yet. It would be nice, though. And Laura's so sweet.
She is.
She's really coming from the right place trying to talk to her.
She is. She definitely is.
Oh, speaking about coming from the right place, how about Ava then to Nina about the whole thing? That was great. I want my bottle back.
Exactly. If you're not going to stand in solidarity, you're not getting my scotch.
That was hysterical.
One of my favorite lines from the week,
Uh-oh.
because I have a couple,
Of course.
was when Ava said, "A dirty martini will never outlive its usefulness."
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's very true.
Ava and Trina.
Yes, I am going to love this internship friendship because finally Trina's getting her own storyline.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's been around for way too long. First of all, we need to know Trina's parents.
Yep.
It would be nice to have Trina's parents be part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But Trina's getting her own storyline.
Trina's dad should be a firefighter, and then we can bring that whole aspect in that I keep talking about. I want some hot firemen.
He's taken because they're married.
We
don't even know. We don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. They could be single parents. He could be a single dad. Oh my God, that would make it even hotter, which is awful to say, but it's true. A single dad firefighter. I might tune in every single day on time to see that.
You might pay for cable just to be able to see that.
Yes, exactly. But even if they are happily married, you're allowed to look. You just can't touch.
Well, especially since they're on TV.
Exactly.
You know, it's
made up characters.
They're totally.
Yeah. I can appreciate what I think Trina's dad should look like all I want. So.
Denzel? Blair Underwood? Are we old now?
Oh,
because these are the guys that we're talking about?
Right.
Who should be? Who's more age appropriate? Because I feel like, well, no, those are both pretty age appropriate, right?
I mean, she's not old, but she's not a little kid, so that would be okay.
Okay. I'd be up with Denzel.
Yeah.
As I was watching the Halloween stuff, though, Justice kept coming up. I miss him.
Oh, they could do that. Make Justice.
Why'd they kill? Maybe he donated sperm before he died.
There you go.
Oh, and then Trina's Justice's daughter.
That would be great. They could bring back a whole Ward storyline.
They could bring back the whole Ward family then.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We got so off track there, and none of that's going to happen. But it would be a really good storyline if it did.
Fantastic.
But they definitely need to develop Trina's family more. Like, is she an only child? Because you never hear her talk about siblings.
No
clue.
So not a clue.
I don't know. She's very determined. She should be the oldest. I feel like she's the oldest, even if she's not an only.
Or she's the youngest and never gets attention. Maybe she's a middle child. Maybe she's just a child. Wants to
I feel like
make a name for herself.
I feel like she's the oldest. The oldest are usually the ones that the most pressure is put on. So they're the smartest and the most independent and outgoing. I'm the baby of the family. Just to be very clear.
I'm the oldest.
Exactly. See?
Thank you. I do. I think it's going to be I think that Ava's going to crack the code.
Yes.
I mean, hello. That's going to be obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Trina mentioned that there was a reflection in the teapot. And I noticed that when Kevin was looking at the necklace, and I thought that's what he was going to reference. There's like a shadowy figure in the teapot.
Oh, I did not.
And I saw that when that happened, and then I was like, okay, maybe I am seeing things.
We need a copy of that portrait, and we can figure it out ourselves.
We'll dissect it.
Yes. See who can get there first, Ava or us.
I think because they're writing it, it's going to be Ava. When do they get their trash picked up? Because didn't Valentine throw that away like weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Maybe it takes longer because it's coming from Windermere. Maybe their pickup's only every 2 weeks instead of every week.
Maybe we need some garbage men too.
Maybe.
Yeah, we need to know how this whole city runs.
That's not in Lucy's book?
No, well, I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. We need to do a thing about
that. Trina was the one that said that.
Yeah.
Was it
to Dev? I'll get you Lucy's book. It explains everything.
Yes.
That was a nice little plug.
That was a good plug for
yes.
that book. I haven't read that yet. But yeah, I think that's going to be a really good matchup, and I like to see that she can be super smart and
I think that it's going to help Ava. I think it's going to give her someone to nurture.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. Speaking of nurturing, though, Avery saying hi to Donna. And her getting her little baby doll.
Exactly. That was so smart of Carly to be like, here's a baby for you, too. I love when people do that. Isn't Leo in school now? Isn't that what happened?
I thought he was going into preschool.
So there should be a Halloween party for the preschool that Leo goes to, and that would be super cute.
Like the little Halloween parade?
Little parade, yes. They should do that. Oh, my God.
Please have the Halloween parade. I'm sure that you've already filmed.
Of course you have, but that would be so cute.
That would be adorable. I thought that it was really smart that Martin Gray had Drew dress in his dress uniform.
Yes.
Very smart, because it's what he's comfortable in.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
I don't know how I feel about that whole proceeding, though, of them going back and forth, back and forth.
I told you that Kevin was going to side.
You did, and Elizabeth was so not happy.
Well, do you know what's horrible? Okay, so like before podcasts, I would also listen to, I used to have satellite radio, and so I would listen to a lot of court proceedings.
Okay.
And I would guess the outcome.
Oh.
And I was right most of the time, and I kind of got in an argument with somebody over like a really, really high profile one that is totally messed up.
Okay.
But I was like, you're missing the point. I was like, I don't agree with what the person did. And do I think they did it? I personally kind of do. But that's not what the evidence is saying. I was like, they're not going to be found guilty. And sure as heck, they were not. Why don't they ever have any of the characters that we know serving on the jury?
I don't know.
That'd be so good.
That would be good.
And have it be someone who's like not connected to them. So like Felix could be a juror.
Yes.
Not maybe this case.
Not this case because he's friends with Liz, but
he could be in the jury.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't a jury trial though either. It's just a bench.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that we've solved that problem. Oh, I did think it was funny though when Kevin came over to Ava's and he held, and Amanda's doing it right now.
I have that down here too.
He held up both hands. See, it's me.
And he was like, proof of identification. And I literally laughed out loud there. I was like, Kevin, I don't usually like you, but that was really funny.
That was. I really liked it. I did like when he told her that Ryan will never change. He'll never evolve. If you keep moving forward, he'll never catch up.
Oh.
Because that's also a really good life lesson. Because think about like all the people that you know.
Right.
Stuff like that. But if they're never changing, you're moving past them. And they're never going to catch up to you. So why worry about it?
Right.
So, and that's not being cocky or like self-centered or anything. But it's
just the way that it goes. I don't think I listened. Like I heard him say it, but I didn't hear him say it the way that you just did. That was really good. Yeah. It should be like a tattoo or something.
That's a really long tattoo. So why isn't Jason taking care of the kids while Sam's in jail? He raised Michael on his own,
but he has to
barely a teeny, like barely out of his teens.
Right, but he has to hand the other kids over to Monica.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't either.
Okay.
And I could understand if she was babysitting more often because he has to go visit Sam or he has work to do or whatever. But the fact that they're just basically living there, that's not okay.
Right. I don't get it.
No, he's very more hands-off with all of these.
Right. Like he spent a little bit of time with Danny this week.
Yes.
And that's great. But it's like he's barely being a dad.
Right. I don't like it. It doesn't fit his personality. After he was so amazing with Michael, why is he getting worse as he gets older?
But he's been so amazing with all of them, you know, up until when he came back. Now it's like,
yes,
since he came back,
he has no time.
I did like that Michael was talking with Joss about how counseling really helped him.
Except for she had just had that conversation about her journal with the teacher. And between those two things, Jocelyn should have a therapy appointment set up by now.
Right.
And I know we keep saying it, and she even said to Carly, I'm going to go upstairs and write in my journal. Oh, is that an assignment for school? Well, kind of, sort of, not really, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Do you don't think that is your kids' cry for help? I'm going to go upstairs. My teacher told me to start writing about the positive things in my life.
Right.
Maybe he's identifying some issues I'm having better than you are, Mom.
But did I miss where she has not been hanging out with her friends? I know that she's been off, but I don't feel like she's hanging out with them any less.
I think it's the level of involvement he was referring to more. Like the fact that he didn't, or that she didn't know that that was Cameron's court date for Franco.
Right.
Because he walked in and she was
Trina
like,
told her off.
Yeah. Is that something for community service? No, it's freaking Franco's day. What the heck?
Right.
So I think that's what he means, is that she's just kind of there in person, but not there.
Right. I did notice that Michael E. Knight looks like a porcelain doll.
See? I told you his skin is flawless.
It is. It really is.
It really is. I want to know his skincare.
Maybe he uses Michelle Stafford stuff.
Maybe. We need to ask him. I'm glad you finally paid attention. That makes me happy.
I did.
Oh, how about Lucy coming to Peter? You can buy that house now.
I know. And then, how many red flags does Maxie need? I mean, how many?
Apparently a whole lot. I don't know. I feel for her and her stupidity. But I thought it was funny just the way that he was backed into a corner there, because Maxie's like, remember, why would you not buy it? You just got that $35,000 cash out of the bank. And he was kind of like, oh, crap, I'm totally screwed. I don't want that apartment or house, whatever it was.
It's just going to be bad.
I feel bad.
And her birthday's coming up. So,
yes.
Like, that's going to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday's Halloween.
I know.
If she gets a party this year.
You're going to flip out?
Uh-huh. But I do want to know what James is going to be.
I was going to say, she's going to have a party and James isn't even going to be there. And you're going to be so angry.
Very true. Maybe she'll be like, oh, James, I forgot to throw you a party. Here, you can have mine.
Nope. She'll be like, I forgot to buy you a costume because it's my birthday. So I didn't buy you a costume. I'm sorry. He should be trick-or-treating.
He should be.
He should be. I want to see the little kids dressed up. I
love little kids.
Yes. All right. Anything else besides the big thing?
Where's Val? Are we replacing her again?
Probably.
Welcome to my random thoughts.
Then they won't do the voiceover and we'll get all mad about that.
Well, because they mentioned her at one point. It was like a real quick, and I was like, or they said something about Chase's partner. And I'm like, oh yeah, where is Val?
Yeah.
I did like how Martin Gray stared down Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. Liz dug herself into a hole.
Yeah.
But then also so did Kim.
Right.
So where are we going?
Yes. Yes.
You know, and by the look on Drew's face, does he even want to be with her now knowing that she did that? Or does that change his perspective of her?
He was embracing her in the hallway afterwards, though. It didn't cause conflict in that moment.
Yeah, but
when he said
now it's put that doubt.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope it definitely puts some doubt, because
all he knows about the past 7 years is that she had a kid and he died.
Mm-hmm. Not what kind of person she is at all.
No. So I don't know. All right. So before we get into the big thing, remember Leticia?
Mm-hmm.
The Corinthos' nanny? They have a new nanny? Or is it still Leticia? Leticia. However you pronounce it, I apologize. Joss said that they were upstairs with a nanny.
Oh, so I didn't catch it.
Mm-hmm. Huh. But I've never seen a nanny.
I have not.
We now have a new nanny?
I don't know.
Because Nell was the next nanny.
Right.
For Avery.
Right.
So who's...
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, now I want to meet her.
Yes.
Because we keep asking about who's watching these children. Maybe there's a whole network of nannies that we don't know about.
That would be another good company for them to bring into.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what Trina's mom does.
Trina's mom runs the network of nannies.
Yes.
And PC Childcare.
Yeah.
PCCC.
There you go.
PC Cubed.
And her dad's a hot firefighter.
Yes.
I love it. And that explains why she's so responsible and well cultured.
Yes.
See? You're welcome. That was perfect.
Her name.
Oh, wow.
Could be, so give her both of our names.
Oh, okay.
Is Shannon Amanda or Amanda Shannon better? Although Shannon can be a guy's name too, so I would be somewhat okay if they had to do that.
Okay. As long as they played off of each other the way that we do, it would totally explain
balance each other out.
Why their relationship works so well.
Exactly.
And you would definitely be the better. No, that won't work. Never mind. Our jobs would have to be switched.
Why?
Because you would be better at running a whole business, at running the nanny business. You couldn't be the firefighter.
Actually, a girl that works in my office is both.
No, I'm not
She's
saying...
actually both.
I'm not saying
She's a real estate agent and a fireman.
I'm not saying that you couldn't. It's firefighter, not fireman. I'm not saying that you couldn't be a firefighter. I'm just saying with your personality.
Are we going to have to change what a firefighter is, though? Because maybe it's a hot flame deflect. I don't know. Putter outer. That more PC. Large flame putter outer.
No, firefighter works just fine.
Big hose operator.
Wow, that sounds inappropriate. So I'm not going to get there with you. You did have too many cookies. This is like better than wine for you.
Okay.
Maybe the husband-wife can own the business together.
Okay.
And the wife can run it like a lower manager kind of level. Because I could totally do that.
Okay.
And then you could still go be the manly firefighter because you're helping organize the business. That's
Okay.
the part I would need help with.
Okay.
Is getting the budget together.
I'd be the business
keeping
manager.
Everyone on task.
You could be the business owner. I'll be the business manager.
Well, we don't know if their fire department's paid or volunteer either.
Probably volunteer.
So that would also make sense that you would be more involved in the day-to-day business. I have this all done. GH needs to take the storyline and just run with it. So good. But we're going to stick with firefighter. That's how we're all good. I can't get over pickups. No. Why is that not a thing? I'm sure it is to them. I'm going to ask some of my firefighter friends because I'm sure they make those comments often between themselves. Oh my God. Are you composed now? Are you together?
I think so. Okay, so back to General Hospital's current storyline.
Not the one that we just wrote for them.
Nope. On Monday, Liz said, "It's not like I have a monopoly of problems. You're allowed to have your own, big or small." And Hayden said, "My God, how are we even sisters? I swear you're so selfless."
Right.
I almost swore out loud, very loudly.
You don't know your sister very well. What are you talking about?
Because
she's in court right now trying to control someone. Not saying that I'm not with Liz, because I would probably do the same thing if I could. But she definitely, selfless is not a word I would ever use to describe her.
No. I did like how Finn holds his own with Robert.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, Anna already knows I'm having breakfast with her, so there.
Exactly. Well, why is Robert trying to start crap anyway? Felicia,
I don't think he's trying to start. I think he's really trying to let Finn know, like, you're walking on thin ice.
Yeah, but Felicia even said to Robert, you wouldn't be upset if things didn't work out with him and Anna. And he was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he's actively trying to sabotage them, but he's not being very supportive.
But even if it's not Finn looking like he's actively seeking to reconcile with Hayden, he probably sees Hayden.
Oh,
and so he's probably looking at it as...
That's true.
You know.
But
listen, you are playing a very dangerous game right now.
But Finn's a grown man, so...
He is.
He doesn't need Robert playing dad to him.
And on that note, how is that how he finds out?
And that was so anticlimactic. And we just said, again, I know they don't write their storylines based off us, but we just said, no, nothing to do with the hospital, no illness, no whatever. And why did we call Finn anyway as the doctor? Because it does not appear that this child has an infectious disease.
And they even said that they had already called the pediatric doctor.
Right. And if you thought she did have something infectious, wouldn't all of you be in masks at least? Epiphany was in
quarantined.
There.
Right.
Yeah. They did not treat that child the way they just treated Sasha when they thought she had an infectious disease.
So, at one point, I was like, how did Epiphany not put it together? And then eventually, I think she did.
Whatever he called her, honey bun or whatever. What was it?
I think that when she noticed his mannerisms when he got to leave, when Hayden came back.
Okay.
I think that's when she realized it. But here's my other problem with it, okay? And you and I have discussed about how we only watch on Hulu, so we don't watch right when the show's on. And
Right.
the one thing I actually don't miss that I used to love was the Fridays next week on General Hospital. Apparently, that entire scene, that's my daughter, yes, yours, was in the promo.
Which is crazy because you just spoiled the whole week for everyone else.
Horrible.
That is.
I mean, they showed the girl in the bed and Hayden saying, that's my daughter, your daughter.
Well, then why'd you even need to watch last week after that?
I do love the name Violet.
I love the name Violet and the way that she got it. And that was very sweet and everything. And she's a very cute kid.
But she should only be 2.5.
Yes. She's like at least 4. That kid's at least 4. I didn't Google.
Jophia Love is the actress.
And she's how old? 5. Okay. See?
And Hayden would have gotten pregnant around May 2017 because she left in September 2017. So she would have had her January, February of 18. Oh, so wait, that's only a year and a half. That's not 2.5.
Right. So she'd just be turning 2 in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She left in 2017.
So the baby
which was 2 years ago.
Yeah. In January of 18. Yeah.
Yep.
So she's 18 months. And that's a huge age up because you do have Leo and James and who else is in there?
Well, and we all know that Hayden has not been gone that long.
Right. That kid's older than Avery now.
Yes.
That's absurd.
I'm just so mad. And then when Hayden's like, I know this sounds petty. And I was like, yeah, it is petty. She's his daughter.
Yes.
Not something to withhold for no reason.
Right. And I think that was the line where she totally messed herself up. Because she said that she kept Violet away from him. Once she realized that he had moved on with Anna, that she kept Violet away because if she couldn't have him, then the fantasy was over. So
yeah. So therefore, your child does not get a daughter and you do not get to know your child does not get a dad and you do not get to have a daughter.
Right.
Because you moved on when I left you.
Right. When I left you and didn't contact you for how long?
Oh, and told you that the baby died.
Exactly.
Curtis is going to
he's going to kill her.
Out when he finds out because he already kind of threatened her.
Yep. And asked her point blank, do you need to talk? Is there something you need to say? Like, let me be your friend. And she was like, no, everything's fine. And Elizabeth's going to freak out too. As much as she's shady as can be with her kids' dads, that still is above and beyond what anything Elizabeth is even.
Yeah.
Not that I wanted the kid to be super sick with something crazy, but at least have her come in with showing symptoms of, I don't even know what, that you actually needed Finn there. Because at this point, why would you call Finn? If the pediatric doctor wasn't available, there's a long list of other doctors that you would call before you called infectious disease.
Just not happy with how it was handled.
Nope, not at all. Even the way that she said it to him. That's my daughter. And then he looked at her and she was like, well, yeah, your daughter too.
But his reaction, though, I mean, first of all, heartbreaking. Because you could just see him completely, like, go through all the emotions. Like, you've betrayed me. You lied to me. But then when he goes and talks to her, like, you just see all the love. He's going to be such a good girl dad. We even said it had to be a girl because he's going to be a good girl dad.
Yeah.
But so
they better do some amazing things with this storyline to make it okay.
I don't want them back together.
No, I don't.
I was a Faden fan. I'm not now. I don't want them getting back together.
Right. She's selfish like Elizabeth. If it works out for me, then it works. If it doesn't, then never mind.
And part of the reason was because she would have gone to jail. Can't she still?
That's what I would think. And we talked about this before.
Or the statutes of limitations up, or maybe. What?
I feel like that whole storyline was crazy because the ex-husband was blackmailing her because he went to jail for hitting that girl and killing her when it was really Hayden.
Yeah.
No.
Like, well, there wouldn't be statute of limitations on that then because that is considered homicide, right?
I don't know. I don't know how they...
Because it was a DUI, right? That's why he took the blame, was because she was drunk, right?
Yes. I think she was drunk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was drunk. But there had to be some type of... Like he said, she said. You know what I mean? There couldn't be evidence all these years later that would prove that she was the one driving.
Right.
So she could have totally just said, oh, he's my ex-husband. He's angry because he spent all this time in jail.
Or maybe she should have to pay for a crime she did.
I'm done. Well, I'm not saying she shouldn't have to. But if she's trying not to, he is already established as a bad person because he hit this kid and killed her.
Right.
So your word against mine. No, you're blackmailing me. End of conversation.
Or where she said about how she kept feeling guilty about the fact that, then how about you give the kid to her dad and you leave?
Right. Exactly. If you feel like.
Or he didn't get to find out because he didn't go to Rome.
Right. Yeah, I know. Her whole story was just ridiculous. You don't keep your child from its father.
No.
No matter what. I don't care what he did.
And Anna better hurry up and get home.
Yes, because that's, not going to be good. Especially keeping your kid from him. Like, he is so sweet and nice to everybody.
I know.
There's no excuse unless your kid's dad is like a serial killer or a child molester. You don't keep them away from their children.
Right.
But Finn, he's a doctor.
He's a doll.
That saves people and is so sweet and
he has
loving.
A bearded dragon.
Oh, she's going to love the bearded dragon.
She's going to love Roxy.
She's going to love her.
Oh, Roxy has a sister.
Oh my God, you're such a dork. But yes.
But yeah, just not.
Nope, didn't like that storyline.
No. Oh,
well, I think that's it.
I think that's it too. Because I could go on and on, but I just don't even want to.
Yep.
Nope. So it's time.
Reality check. Reality check for this week.
I mean, we already kind of did some throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
put stuff everywhere. I don't have anything. I didn't do anything. I stayed home almost every day this week and just tried to like organize everything and get it together. Did not make nearly as much progress as I had in my mind that I was going to make, but I did get some stuff done. And today was the not championship. Today was the playoff games for the championship for the pony whatever, and it went into overtime and all these parents screaming at their kids, which I'm glad everyone's excited, and I was very proud of all of the kids and stuff, but it still feels weird to me that you're putting all that pressure and screaming at 6 and 7 year olds.
Yeah.
5 and 6 year olds, 7 year olds, whatever. They're kindergarten and first grade, so 5 to 7. Screaming at them, but we went into overtime and our team won, which means I get to have another game next weekend. Yay!
But then you're done.
And then we're done. And she should get some type of little medal trophy, something. Like, I think it's nice that they include the cheerleaders, not just the players. Like, we all did it together.
Right.
And so she'll get some type of recognition. So she's excited for that next weekend.
So not everybody gets one, just the people who make it to the championship?
Just the people that make it to the championship.
That's great. Thank you.
Yes. It's not just a participation.
Fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
So, I support that.
Yes. So, and it's our team is the only team out of the organization that made it to playoffs. It was the youngest team and the oldest team both made it to the playoffs this weekend. Unfortunately, the older kids lost yesterday. So it's just the youngest level that goes to whatever. So
cool.
Good luck, ponies. There you go.
Very cool.
That's it. How about you? You have to be more exciting than me because really I did nothing.
I completed my START program for real estate. So like they give you, I had a choice of either 24 or 48 weeks to complete. And I mean, it was a lot of stuff I had to complete. And I finished it Friday, just under 2 weeks ahead of schedule. And I should have completed it on October 4th. Things happened and
fun. Yes, I've enjoyed all your stories of your lovely people that you work with
and I have a good time.
The fun houses. I'm constantly stalking the new houses that go up then, so I can be like,
I know.
Oh, I want to look at that one. I want to look at that one. They're so pretty. So,
but yeah, it's been fun, but I'm proud of myself for doing it because
it was a lot, and most people
pick
the fast track, and you did the fast track along with living all the rest of your life.
And we started our podcast the same day that I started real estate class.
Yeah,
and this has grown too.
I know.
So
that is awesome.
We're having a really good time.
It's so much fun.
It is. And last night my family went to a Halloween party and they dressed like Stranger Things.
I loved it. I loved it. I took a picture of your Facebook picture and showed it to Megan this morning. I was like, look what Miss Shannon was. And she instantly was like, Stranger Things, that's so cool. She wanted your shirt because it had the ABC below. She wanted that.
Seriously, I bought so I was Joyce and I bought just like a burgundy, white striped shirt, Dollar Tree. I got from the little school section.
Yeah.
They have the stick-on ABCs,
wow.
but they do actually on Amazon. They have a Stranger Things alphabet shirt. Yeah. If she wants one like that, get that because those are coming off.
Okay.
Because I'm going to wear it Thursday for handing out. And then I wore a Christmas light necklace.
Yes.
And so I had the burgundy and then like the green. I bought a new shirt for my son. And I was like, by the way, this will be yours Friday. And it's just a button-up olive army green button-up shirt. And then he was dressed as Steve. And so we bought him because Steve's kind of plain.
Yeah.
And so we did buy him a shirt that said it had 2 baseball bats with the nails like crossed, kind of like the pirate cross.
Yeah.
And it had Steve's head. And then it says 1984 Steve. And then he wore like a black jacket. He had a baseball bat and a backpack. And he wore yellow dish gloves.
Oh, how cute.
And he had his sunglasses on. My daughter, we did buy, so she actually sews, but we did buy the 11 romper from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And then my husband was Hopper, and he has a beard, and I got to use my laminator, and I printed off pictures of the Hawkins police badge.
Oh, cute.
And then, so like the sheriff badge, and then the Hawkins police that's on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And the Hopper name tag are all just printed off with and I used my laminator, and then I just sewed them on.
That is very cool.
Although, no, I'm sorry. His Hopper name tag is stuck to my real estate name tag. So it just needs to get taken off there.
Very cute.
And yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. The people at the party, not a lot of them knew who we were because they didn't watch it. But I was like, but it's fun.
It is fun. And I like family costumes when they're not just everyone's being the exact same thing.
That's the first time that we ever done. I've been trying to get them to do Star Wars badly.
Yeah,
I have not won this. But we all love it. So I don't know why.
And it is different if you all like it
Yeah.
than just forcing your kid to do something because you like it.
Well, the irony is this entire idea was my daughter's. She's never seen Stranger Things.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
She looks like Elle.
Yeah.
And so she liked her look. And she's like, I want to dress like her. Oh, yeah. And she put a little
blood.
She mixed red and brown. So it looked like blood under her nose. So
I love it. It was fun. It was adorable.
But yeah. That was it. And I mean, I can't believe it's already almost November.
I know. I'm not ready. Madeline's birthday is December 1st, and she is on a countdown every day. How many more weeks till my birthday? How many more weeks till my birthday? I'm like, it's one day less than you asked yesterday.
Right.
And she has a birthday list and a Christmas list, and I am not ready for either one of those.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting.
Like that. But yeah, so join us on Thursday. We're going to talk about Halloween and how it's been celebrated on General Hospital and maybe some of our favorite moments. And we'll read off a couple of yours from either Instagram or Twitter.
Perfect. So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.